Hi and Assalamualaikum. My group will present the assignment 1 of Structured Programming and Database System. I'm Harith and I'm presenting the question number 1. The question asks to create a simple calculator that will ask the user to input an even round number between 10 to 30 and also an operator which is limited to plus and minus, and also another even round number. When the calculation is finished, the program will ask the user whether to do another calculation or not. If the user inserts character or symbols that is not within the range, or the input odd number or wrong operator, the program will prompt such warning: wrong input, please insert a proper input. So we start and declare the variable, which is operation repeat num1 num2 ans. Then we prompt and get from the user num1 num2 and operation. Then we check the condition. If num1 and num2 satisfy the condition, we'll go to operation. If it is false, we'll display a wrong input. Please insert a proper input. Then for operation case for plus, the answer will become num1 plus num2. If the case is minus, the answer will become num1 minus num2. If it is other than plus or minus, it will also display this warning. And after that, we display the answer, the result. Then we prompt and get repeat. If the user wants to repeat, then we will prompt and get num1 num2 and operation again, and repeat this process again. If the user press N, then we will go to N. Then we will try to run the program. Let's say we put 30 and 10 plus, it will become 40. We press Y, we will do another calculation. 20 and 16. So minus, it will become 4. If you press N, it will come to N. So first we declare the variables num1, num2 and answer as integer, operation and repeat as character. Then do all of this while repeat is equal to Y. Then we see first we see out to get the num1, then num2, then operation. Then we check the condition. If num1 and num2 satisfy this condition, then we go to switch. For plus, we will go this process. If minus, it will become minus. If other than that, we will see out the warning wrong input, please enter a proper input. If the num1 and num2 is not satisfied this condition, it will also display the warning, this is wrong input, please enter proper input. Lastly, we will see out, do you want to do another calculation? If the answer is no, it will go to N. If the answer is Y, is going to loop again.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Khairul Irfan bin Khalid, and I'll be explaining about question number 2. So for question number 2, it is basically a program that requires us to find the frequency of each digit in a given integer. So looking at the sample output here, the input number is 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what the program wants us is to tell how many digit 1, digit 2, digit 3, digit 4, digit 5 is in the number, is in the given integer. For this example, the digit 1 only have 1 frequency, digit 2 has 2 frequency, digit 3 has 1 frequency, 4 and 5 has 1 frequency, just like how the sample output shows. So looking at the flowchart here. So for the flowchart, it will start with start, then we prompt and get num. We initialize I equal to 0. Then we'll go for the first loop, which is the outer loop. So for I less than 10, it will display the frequency of I. It will initialize counter equal to 0, initialize j equal to num. Then going to the inner loop, which is the part that will calculate the frequency for each digit. This is basically, outer loop is basically displaying purposes. So if j is more than 0, then it will go to this calculation k equal to j modulus by 10. If the remainder of this calculation, which is k, equal to I, then the counter will plus 1, then j will be divided by 10, then it will go to this loop again until j is less than 0, which is the display counter will happen. I will plus 1, and until it is 9 and until it's 1 to 9 inclusive, which is 1 to 9. What happens when it is more than 9, which is 10 and above? It will end the program. Basically, this is because we only have 1 to 9 digits, so 10 is not a digit. We only use 1 to 9. So let me run the program for further explanation. So this is the outer loop, just like I said it earlier, and this is the inner loop. So this is how the inner loop will work. So for example, if our num is 4056, then we modulo by 10, and the remainder will be 405, and 405 is not equal to I, then it will repeat this loop. And the counter will plus 1 when k is finally equal to I. Then I will be plus 1, and this is how the loop will goes. Let me run the program. So input any number, 4056, for example. So yeah, this is the output. The frequency of 0 is 1, the frequency of 4 is 1, the frequency of 5 is 1, the frequency of 6 is 1. Just like I said earlier, this is for this part, the frequency of I. This is for this part, the frequency of each digit. So that is all for question number 2.
Hi, my name is Cikgu Muhammad Naufal, and today I'm going to present question number 3. So in this question, they ask us to determine how much of an area to leave uncut so that the harvested area is reforested in a certain period of time, which in this question they ask for a total of 20 years. And they told us the input. First we have acres, which is 14,000, and the uncut acres is 2,500 with the rate of reforestation is 2%. And the output for this question is number of year from 1 to 20 years and then the acres reforested for year 1 until the 20th year. So moving on to the next part, which is a flow chart. And the first thing we have to do is to declare the variable rate, uncut, and acres, and then we have to initialize the rate to 0.02, uncut to 2,500, and the acres to 14,000, and lastly the year equals to 1. And then we go to the loop, which is if the statement is to the year less than 20, it will go through the loop, and the formula for this question is uncut equals to uncut plus uncut times 0.02, and then we will display the year and the uncut, and the year will be plus by 1 until the statement is wrong, that year less than 20, and then the programming will end. For this question, I include IO manipulation and also C math, and then I first started to declare the rate and uncut as double and acres as an integer. So to make it the programming more structured, I first display the rate of reforestation, the number of uncut area, and the total area for this question. and then I set up a column for year and the acres forested, and I also declare a year as integer, and I use a while loop in this question because I think it is more suitable than for loop. I think that's it. So when we run the code, we will get the result like this. And as I stated before, that I first display the rate, the number of uncut area, and the total area, and then I make a column for each year and the acres forested to make it more structured and arranged, and to make it look neat. That's it from me, I think. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Alif Aiman Mehmet Sobri, and I am going to present for the question number 4. In this question, it asks us to design a program that calculates how much money you will end up with if you invest an amount of money at a fixed interest rate compounded yearly. Then the program will ask the user to input the initial amount, number of years, and also yearly interest rate in percent. And this is how the program might look like. Then the initial amount, number of years, and also interest rate in percent is the input of this program, and the total amount is the output of the program, and also the total amount for each year is also the output of this program that will be displayed. So from this, I already constructed a flowchart. So this is how the flowchart might look like. This is how the flowchart looks like. So it's begin with start, and then the variable is declared, where years, I, J, amount, total, interest rate is declared, and then we need to prompt and get the amount, years, and interest rate. So after that, the interest rate is calculated back into the normal decimal number. Need to change from the percentage to the normal decimal number. So interest rate will be divided by 100, and total also declared same equal to amount. Then loop will be for loop will be constructed. So the condition for the loop is for I less than equal to years, and the loop will be started, and in this loop I will be initialized equal to 1 and will be increased by 1 after every repetition. So if the condition is satisfied, the total will be calculated, the total amount will be calculated, which is the formula is total equal to total plus total times interest rate. After the condition is not satisfied, it will display the years and also total. And after that process, another loop will be constructed, which is the condition for the loop is for J less than equal to years, the condition is satisfied, and J will be initialized equal to 1 and will be increased by 1 after every repetition. And then if the condition is satisfied, amount will be calculated, and the formula is amount equal to amount plus amount times interest rate. And after that, because of this loop, we want to display value of money that will be obtained for every year. So for every loop, the amount of money will be displayed. So, and J, then also the interest rate is also displayed for this from this loop. And also after the condition is not satisfied, the program will be end. So from this flowchart, coding of C++ is also constructed. So this is the program. So the input process of for taking an input for this program is also already in form of coding. So I will try run this program, compile and run. this is how program gonna work. So for the initial amount, following the example from this question just now, which is 3,000, and then the number of years is 10, and also interest rate in percent, which is 5.5%. This is just an example of the input, same like the question just now. So it will display that at the end of the 10 years, you will have $5,124.43, same like the question just now. And also it's also also shown the value you will be obtained for each year, from the first year until the last year, which is the 10 year that for the 10 year. So this is how the program will work. This just following like the flowchart just now. I don't need to explain more about this program. Already touched the small part, which is in this program I include the fixed set precision in this into 2 because it in form of money, so it just need in 2 decimal places or 2 significant figures only, and also set precision for 3 decimal places for interest rate because it can be up to 3 or more, but for this case I already set up for 3.